parachute what? We're going to try to make it fly. So everything we do today is going to be involved lifting the parachute up and doing a lot of fun things with the parachute as it's in the air. We're going to start really simple, and then we're going to keep building from there. So this is the foundational thing that we're going to do, is just lifting it up. Okay, so it's simply called 1, 2, 3, what? Up, 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 up. And that's kind of the pattern of what I'm going to say. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, up, 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 up. And then we let the parachute go in the air, and notice it falls down by itself. It doesn't need your help. And then you're just going to lower your arms back to your belt. Notice nobody in that video is yanking the parachute down. Okay, they may be pulling their arms down a little too early, but they're not yanking it down as it's going up. They're just kind of letting it fall. The only rule I have is what? Yep. Very good. Notice it's falling, and then you can lower your arms back to your belt. I can actually do that any better. I want you to do it one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. We're going to what? Run underneath the parachute. So we're going to do the exact same thing we just did, but then I'm going to call out a color wristband. They're going to take off. They're going to start on one side, and then they're going to end up on the opposite side. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, up, red team. And then red takes off, and they get in and get out. Once again, I'm going to point out nobody is pulling the parachute down. Okay, if I see Rashawn running towards me, I'm not going to yank the parachute on top of him. Okay, that would be rude. It's already hard enough to get out while it's falling down. So just please don't add to any of that. My other rule is, okay, we're not having a picnic or a sleepover inside the parachute. So there's no reason for you to stop. It's just get in. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. Blue. Straight out. 1, 2, 3, up. Green. Very good. All right, now we're going to make it a little trickier. Yes, and see, now when you come out, you can figure out where that comes in. All right, 1, 2, 3, up. All the girls. Now you're probably thinking we literally just did that. We kind of did. It looks very similar to what we did, now we're adding a step in there. On the count of 3, just like before, everybody's going to lift the parachute over their head. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, up. And then, notice, when the parachute is over your head, you're going to take, what's that word that's highlighted? 3 big steps towards the middle. And notice, when they all take their 3 big steps, they stop. Nobody keeps walking. Look how perfect that looks. That's what you call teamwork right there. Everybody doing the exact same thing for the benefit of the group. Now here's the deal. The parachute obviously is going to start falling down again. As it starts falling, you begin, what's that big word I put in there? Slowly walking backwards. As slow as you go forward, okay, the expectation is you go even slower when you're going backwards. I don't see anybody panicking because a parachute's falling on. Okay, I've never seen anybody get hurt with a parachute falling on. Okay, so all you do, if you start panicking and you're like, oh my God, and you start going fast, the person next to you who is innocent is going to fall down, and then you're going to fall on top of them, and it was your fault that they got hurt. So that's why I say you need to just walk slowly, as you can see, to ensure nobody else gets to go. 1, 2, 3, up. Everybody walk forward. 1, 2, 3. Everybody now walk backwards. If I asked y'all to do that any better. Okay, this time I want you to count it yourself. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. white colors. Raise your hand and tell me what you notice is happening at the white colors. There's no people, so if that's the case, what's happening to all the air in the white colors? Well, what's happening to the air in that picture? What's happening to all the air that's inside that parachute right now? Help her out. Well, in what color? It's all coming out of the white. You can see it for yourself. It's just shooting out. Up, touch it. Okay, and then the air, the parachute starts sinking. Now, you can't blame them because they're missing people. Okay, y'all actually have somebody in every color. So the expectation is you want to keep the tent as long as you can keep it. So when you do it and come down, I actually want you to have your knees on the parachute, and I almost want you touching hands with the person next to you, because his hand will be here, my hand will be here. We don't have to actually touch, but we want our hands pretty close together to ensure nothing is getting out, except for at the white hole in the middle. That's where the air should be.
Go. 1, 2, 3, up. And pull it down.
Now put your knees on it and spread your hands apart. Touch hands with your neighbor or close. You don't have to actually touch, but just be close to it. Let's see. I do a good job. Like I said, you almost want to touch hands. This time you're going to what? Oh, it says what? Stick your head underneath it. So let's see what it looks like. And I want to point out how beautiful their tent looks before they go in. Don't be so concerned about getting your head under there right away, because if you're not doing job number one, what's the point if the tent is already sinking? So when you do this, make the tent first, and the how long you get to stay in there, the better your tent looks. Now also, I'm going to say again, make sure you're still trapping the air. Now you're probably thinking, how are we going to be on our knees if you don't need to be on your knees? You're going to be on your stomach. But do notice, you don't see these kids' hands, because their hands are outside the parachute, still trapping the air in, except for one person. Y'all probably remember this. Let me know when you see it. There you go. And see, it takes one person to kind of ruin it for everybody, because now she's kind of being selfish. She's got her hands like this when everybody else is trapping it, and she's letting all that air out, and the parachute's just sinking. So if everybody can do it the correct way, okay, like that, then we can stay there a lot longer, because the air has nowhere to go except for the middle. Okay, and the only other rule I have is I don't mind if you laugh, I don't mind if you talk, please don't what? Okay, it echoes in there, and if you're the one screaming and the person next to you is not, that is very hard on their ears, and even kids across from.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. And pull it down. Stick your head in.
Hands on the outside, drop it. Okay, so if you see right here, just like before, we're going to lift it up, and I'm going to call one color to go get inside the tent. Okay, and the rest of us are going to pull it down, and you can stick your head underneath if you're not going inside. It's totally up to you. Now, here's the deal. Once you're inside, I give you a lot of freedom. I don't say you have to sit there at a voice level 0 with a bubble in your mouth and don't even think about moving. Okay, that wouldn't be fun. So I'm giving you the choice. You can see in that video, some kids are laying down, some kids are standing up. You can do that. I see kids touching the parachute. I'm fine with that too. Okay, but what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to touch the what? What does it say? Don't touch the heart. We've already talked about that. I'm not going to be inside there with you, so I trust you to not touch it. Okay, please stop playing with it. Then the other thing I don't want you to do is don't touch people. And what I mean is the people that have their heads underneath the parachute. Okay, because they don't have their hands inside, their hands are outside.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. And And pull it down. Trap the air. What? Okay, please look. She's about to open the door. Okay, so mushroom is a lot like hot air balloon, but there's some differences to it, okay? This is what it looks like. Now, when we do this, look up there. Like a hot air balloon, we're still going to lift over our head. Now, if you remember, hot air balloon, we took how many steps? 3 or 4, okay? This time, though, we only are going to take how many steps? 1 step, and then once we get in there, we're going to actually pull it over our head. So you're in this position right here. So it's going to be 1 step, pull it over your head, and as you get inside, you're going to continue pulling it. Then, you're going to put it under your bottom, and you're actually going to use your bottom to trap the air in, and you're going to go ahead and sit down in a seated position. Now, if you look at that video or picture, I would see the parachute coming up, because everybody's doing their job. Look at our girl right there in the middle. She's using her hands, she's using her bottom, and everybody gets to stay there longer because you're trapped. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. 1 step, and pull it down. Good job. Put it under your bottom. We're going to switch spots while we're inside there, so listen to me. When I call your color, you're going to leave across the parachute and go to a matching color and take their spot. Okay? So let's start with the red team. Find a new spot. Go, red. Very good. This time, I want the yellow team. The mushroom what? The mushroom cloud. Okay, so don't worry, we're not going to explode. But we are going to make the parachute kind of simulate what you see up there. So it's like a hot air balloon, but you're going to be kind of doing it on the ground. So let's watch real quick.
2, 3, bring it up. Behind our back. Now sit, Liam. All right, listen. You're going to grab some of the parachute, and we're going to speed it 10 times. Count with me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's basically just like a hot air balloon. But see what you're going to do. You're still going to do your 1 step and pull it under, but you're going to wait for me. Once we have everybody in position, then you'll start counting to what number. And then by the time we get to 10, yeah, like I'm going to pretty much be ending up in this spot right here, and Carter is probably going to end up about 4 feet from me, which means we're all going to be squeezed in here together, but that's not a big deal because everybody is seated, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, up. 1 step. Make your mushroom. In position. Make sure it's tight. Okay, everybody's got it underneath them? All right, start counting to 10. Go. Very good, 2nd grade. Congratulations. You made the cloud.